there, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. Today, we're gonna punch up the jam. Ah? Ah? You get it. Anyway, welcome back. Today, we are trying Natrona Bottling Company's Red Ribbon Pennsylvania Punch, and that was a mouthful, and if you're surprised I got it in one take, no, I didn't. That's the power of filming. Anyway, uh, kind of like 2 weeks ago when we tried that Green River soda. This is another historical soda I had never heard of. But unlike Green River, this seems to have stayed a little closer to home. So, talking a little bit, Natrona Bottling Company was founded in Pennsylvania in 1904, and its flagship soda, which is Pennsylvania Punch, came along 20 years later. Um, there's not a lot out there about Pennsylvania Punch. In fact, the weirdest thing about it was that when I started kind of doing research about Pennsylvania Punch, everything I found was either, hey, buy this soda, or, you know what this is like? Delaware Punch, which we can no longer get, apparently. Delaware Punch was supposedly, because I don't know, um, a drink exceedingly similar to Pennsylvania Punch, so much so that there are some folks who claim that the formula was essentially the same, other than Pennsylvania Punch uses cane sugar, while Delaware Punch uses corn syrup. But I will never know because apparently Coca-Cola bought Delaware Punch at some point and killed it. So a lot of folks b- angry on the internet about it, and probably I assume people who live in America's first state. I don't know. Um, and then also, where does Hawaiian Punch fit in all this? I'm just kidding, but it does seem a little odd that there's three different drinks that have state and then punch. And then also, I'm sure we could talk about the history of the word punch and what it is, but let's face it, that was just a low hanging fruit joke. Uh, all of this to say that there's not a lot out there about this. Um, what I will note too, which I found interesting, and I'll show you the bottle in a second so you can see what I'm talking about, is that this, when it's referred to, Pennsylvania Punch, is sometimes referred to as a soda, but sometimes referred to as a drink. And in fact, the bottle, which I'll show you in a second, says non-carbonated, which would make it a drink, but other things say that it is lightly carbonated. We're going to find out, obviously. But what's cool about the bottling company is that they apparently have a way of carbonating that is quite different from most other places. It's called pinpoint carbonation, and it supposedly makes drinks more carbonated and lets the carbonation last for longer. And the bottling company believes that they are currently the only ones who use this process by using dry ice, um, which is kind of fascinating to me. And I'm a little bummed that I won't get to experience that, or at least attempt to experience that. And then, but if you did want to experience a carbonated drink from them, they have quite a few under the Red Ribbon brand. The Red Ribbon brand is like Natrona's like flagship for their soda. So Pennsylvania Punch is a flavor, but it's under the Red Ribbon banner. Uh, and weirdly enough, they have a carbonated grape soda. So, like, what is happening with this? With that, let's take a look at the bottle. I mean, if it's been around for 100 years, well, I was gonna say it has to be good, but that's not necessarily true. We've had Moxie, which was different. So, anyway, all this to say, let's take a look at the bottle. Um, so you can see it is, it looks very classic. Again, we have Red Ribbon, established 1904, but again, that's Natrona Bottling Company's flagship. You can see the keystone from Pennsylvania, and you see the grapes. And you can see down here it says made with cane sugar, and also that it is Pennsylvania preferred. Um, I suppose, does that mean that there are drinks that are Pennsylvania unpreferred? Like, The mystery continues. But as you can see, it does look like grape juice. Oh, and I wanted to point out, I thought this was cute. Carbonating since 1904. Drink me. Um, so I thought that was a nice little fun bottle design. And again, they do small batches at Natrona. I'm not sure how far their distribution is. I assume this got out because it is a unique flagship sort of drink, but I don't know how far out their other stuff goes. With that, let's try to get this bad boy open. Yes, I'm very excited by this. Twist top. All right, let's see what we got going on. Ooh, that is very grapey. I don't. Oh, and look, there's little. Let's see if I can get this up. Look, there's little baby bubbles saying that it's so it is lightly carbonated, perhaps. Um, huh. But it smells very grapey. It smells. I hate to say it smells like purple, but those out there who've had that will know what I mean. With that, I'm actually going to pour this in a glass just because I will be interested to see if it aerates a little better. But let's. Okay, so there is a little bit of bubbling here, and then you can see that there's a little bit of a purple color there. All right. Yep, yep, it smells like purple. With that, bottoms up. It it's good. It's good. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It tastes like the combination of flat grape soda and Concord grape juice. Or perhaps less kindly, it tastes like a thinner version of children's NyQuil grape cough syrup. I realize that I'm not making that sound particularly good. Um, but it tastes like grape. Like it tastes like grape juice, soda, something. And there is a little bit of bubble in there. So again, lightly carbonated as opposed to non-carbonated, but I, or maybe because I was gonna say maybe it tastes like a syrup, but it really doesn't. I mean, I know I said it tastes like cough syrup, but like I like that cough syrup, but I don't. That's a really hard one to describe. It's inherently unique into itself. You would think that a grape soda would be unique, but because of the blending of the flavors, the sort of freshness of a grape juice with the purple of a grape soda, it really does create something that's unique onto itself. I'll admit some ignorance for does Pennsylvania have like a huge grape contingent? Like, do they have wineries? I don't know. Um, but what fun! I really did like this. Uh, it says exactly what it's going to do on the bottle, and you can't fault it for that. If you can find this and you like grape, I would say this is worth a bottle or two. I had mine cold, as you guys know, and it's quite good cold. I don't know how well it would translate warm, so I would recommend keeping it cold. I think with warm, it would lean maybe too far into uh, cough syrup flavor, but cold, it's quite refreshing. So yeah, go get it. Um, Next week, I thought we could get out of February without a food soda, but I should have known that Lester was always waiting around the corner. That's right, we have another Lester's Fixin' soda on the horizon, Buffalo Wing soda. If I had thought about it, I might have tried to drink it before the Super Bowl, but instead, y'all got Mr. Weird and I drinking an energy drink that rekindled our love. So really, who lost out here, other than the 49ers? Anyway, until next time, drink weird And I guess try to find a punch that's named after one of the other 47 states we didn't mention in this video. See you next time.